What's going on, guys? My name is Bertimus, and welcome back to another day in the forest. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Last night in this game, I wanted to go off and have a completely different adventure. But I also really want trees to start coming back, so I really wanted to sleep. And I couldn't sleep. And I didn't want to go out at night and start the video then. So I decided to start laying out one of the other projects I've had in my head for a little while, and one that I've mentioned to you guys a few times. But in order to get that all kicked off, I realized that when I started building it, I didn't want to stop. And so I really wanted to try and get this project done today in this video. It's a big project. It's a big project, but I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to the base, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So let's go over and check out what it is I've started doing. One thing I want to show you just before we jump into everything, just hold on, we'll get there in a second. But what I went through and did was got a specimen from each of the different, I guess, animals that you can skin in the game, and started to fill up the skin racks with the different ones. Aside from feathers, I'm not sure how to, you can't really store feathers other than in birdhouses. I don't want to put a birdhouse in here. I could. I don't know how birds would get in, but they seem to phase through walls just fine. But when I went through and I got, boar, raccoon, I got the alligator head, and I went through and put up the mannequin like I had said to put the stealth armor on. So now we got a full set of stealth armor on there. What's up, Sharky? I went through, I got rabbits, deer, and lizard, and then the mannequin with the lizard armor on it. So we got that all set up and taken care of in here, so we can start storing at least some of the skins that we collect. This won't be the only area, because I really want to have a decent collection of everything. But it's a good start, and it looks great as a trophy room, just to kind of have these little additions in here. So that pretty much takes care of the bottom floor, and the only thing that we're going to keep adding to this, really, aside from the skins down there, are the trophies that we get from killing the mutants up here, and obviously adding more creepy armor to our two different armor racks up here. Just to the side of that is the project that I have been wanting to work on for a while, and that's to figure out what to do with this space back here. Now, I've listened to a couple of suggestions from you guys on top of a couple of ideas I've had of my own. That being said, what I want to do and what I've been laying out is, I mentioned a few videos ago that now that you can put the custom floors down as a single piece, I wanted to try and do a wooden walkway over to this area over here, or just try playing with a wooden walkway in general using that technique. And I've set up what I want to be the walkway out to where our escape is going to be, over to that island. That island is going to be the first of our island bases. This is going to be the quickest escape, or at least one of them, off of this peninsula out here, just in case we ever get overrun and things come tearing through. I realize that's an unlikely scenario, but if it happens, we're going to be ready. Now, the idea for this is to have the wooden walkway that goes along the side of the buildings here, up into this area where there's going to be a large platform here, and an elevator that goes from the platform up to where we're going to have the zip line, and the zip line to take us down. I know that I could put a zip line here and just take it down because it's high enough up, but I wanted to have something cool. I wanted to have a good addition. What better way than a tower and an elevator? Plus, I haven't messed with elevators much in this season, and at all in this season actually, and so I really wanted to try and do something with that. In doing this, though, without trying to screw up this pathway too much and having this rock over here, this ridiculous looking thing, I didn't want to just have this negative space along the path, and so I put in a platform that I'm hoping we can turn into this little garden area. So in the event that we have to leave quickly, what we can do is come over here, and as we're running to our escape, pick up a couple resources, some berries, some aloe vera, some whatever, hop up on the elevator, and just get out. That's the idea. So let's see how this turns out. I'm going to start filling in this. because I'm really interested to see how this platform walkway here lays out. Some of it has kind of sunk into the rocks here, so we might have some rocks peeking up, but what I'm most curious about is whether or not we're going to be able to get through here without having to jump up, or if I'm going to have to patch it. So let's figure that out. Okay, so we started to lay down the woodwork, and it looks like for the most part it's pretty good up until about here. One of the platforms actually sunk complete. You can see just a bit of it peeking out there, but it sank completely into the ground, which kind of blows my mind because I thought it was sitting on top of it. But then we also come to this section where I can't just easily walk. I have to actually jump up to here. So it looks like we are going to have to do a bit of patchwork. I think we could probably accomplish that with a custom staircase. So if I were to maybe start that there. Is that gonna not be high enough? I'm gonna do that. That could work. And just kind of bring it back to here. There we go. Now because of the angle, we are gonna have kind of a weird wibbly wobbly thing. But as long as I can walk up it, that's all I really care about. I don't want to have to jump. I just want to be able to like sprint, run, get the heck out of Dodge quick. Let's build this and give it a shot. How many logs is this? 20. No problem. No problem. We got that. Done. Now, it looks a little weird here, just because the staircases are going one direction. These custom floors I laid down are going a different direction. I'm not going to be too bothered by that as long as I can get down smooth and I can walk back just as easy. Oh, perfect. Well, that worked out so well. And it covers that weird gap where we had one kind of sink into the ground. So now it actually looks like it's a full-on wood walkway. Now, you'll also notice I have some grasses and stuff poking up, but I've added a rock pathway underneath it, because the rock pathways, when those get finished, those sort of clear out the land of anything that's kind of in the way. So that will be really good to kind of help clean this up a little bit, I feel. Yeah, we'll get rid of some of these shrubs here when that gets all done. Yeah, this is looking good. Oh, I also went ahead and just walled this off. Just because I didn't want to deal with it, and I added an archway here because I want to have like a nice little entrance to kind of walk into here. Let's take care of some food, some water needs, and get some work done on this. Alright, so now that we've done some work, we have at least the walkway started and pretty much finished, at least this initial walkway. Yeah, look at that. Smooth, nice, well lit, and a nice little observing rock wall on the side here. I didn't want to block it all the way up. I think this is a nice little like side walkway from here, and I like that a lot. So I wanted to leave that nice and open. Plus, we have a nice little another one of our installations here. Keeps coming back, no matter what I do. But then again, I think they're kind of cool, so I don't mind it sticking around. The next thing I want to work on is laying out the garden area and what I want that to be. Extend this walkway maybe just a little more, and then work on the layout for how I want this platform to be. So I want it to be a big enough platform to house the elevator. It also needs another platform about half as wide as the elevator in order to house the area where the zip line is going to attach to, because I can't just add it to the elevator. And I want a nice little platform to kind of walk out onto. Foundation. So if we start from up here, that should give us what we need. I also want to start maybe a little higher. Put a staircase up to it just to give it a little more lift, a little more tower-like. Let's see if this is going to be big enough to house the crane. Oh yeah, perfect. So then we'll have our little walkway that goes up to here with our staircase, which will take us out to here, and then we have plenty of space here in order to add another platform from the top of the crane that we can attach the zip line to and go straight out to that island and just bypass jumping off of here and this beach altogether. I think that'll be pretty good. I went through and finished doing the layout for how I wanted the platform. I actually redid this and got rid of the elevator just for now, because what I want to do is finish the platform and then place the elevator within it. Now, the only danger with that is that I don't know if when I finish the platform and then finish an elevator, if it will cut out a circle, or if I should place it now and just hopefully they build together like all the other blueprints would. I also laid out a little garden area. So I got this finished and laid out a couple gardens. So that's going to be super nice. So let's... what do we work on first? Do we finish the walkway? Or do we finish this? Oh, yeah. Oh, that is smooth. That is nice. What is... Oh, it's that. Okay. Dang. Man, that's coming along great. A little bit of a lip here, but you can walk up it just fine. No problem. There we go. I also, just so we have the matching aesthetic of the rest of this, I'm going to section off the bottom with rocks just to kind of cover it up and make it look cohesive with the rest of the build. And you know what? No. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put back in... Here we go. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put back in the crane for now. Like that. We're going to stick it in here. Raise it up. How's that sitting on the edges? Oh, it's perfect. Such a good placement. All right. Let's go ahead and finish this this platform. I want to do that first. All right. So we're what, 6 off of the platform, and then how many do I need for you? Only 11. I'm surprised by that actually. Okay. So let's go get a couple more logs, wrap this up, and then we can start finishing a lot of the walkways here and laying out rocks and see how we can crack on with that. Oh, man, I'm liking the way this is looking. This is looking so good. So I finished the platform. And then I finished the elevator. And oh my goodness, it worked. I was so afraid it was going to cut a hole in here, and it didn't. It actually, when I finished, snapped down to the floor here. Now, unfortunately, the camera stopped working when I was doing that. But, I mean, it's here. Obviously, I didn't, like, try and do anything weird about it. It's right here. I also started laying out rocks so we can start getting a little lip going around the outside here and kind of build at least the area around the elevator up to be a tower, because I would like to have rock pretty much all the way up. I think that would look really nice. And then we need to build an area that branches from here so we can go out to there when we build our zip line. And then one thing I've been thinking about is if I want to do something with this space back here, because it's a lot of good space and I could definitely do something with it. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe like... Okay, so hear me out. Maybe we have a staircase coming down here, and we make this like a nice little patio garden hangout area with like put a deck out here that kind of leans over the beach so you can look down there. That would be cool. I don't know. We'll play with that and use my makeshift staircase because I can't really get up easily without those back there. I'm gonna have to delete those at some point. But the main thing is that the platform looks good. I got this staircase going up that made it flush. That works so great. And we have the elevator, which works. Take it all the way up. Oh, look at that view. Look, you can see right into the temple, see all the stone buildings that we've done, leading all the way back out to the corner of my house over there, which eventually we need to add another floor to, but we'll get to that another time. God, this is so high up. This is great. It's not quite as high as that platform over there, but that's intentional. I want that to be the tallest point of this entire build. It's close. In fact, if I built straight over, I think I'd go right into that staircase, so it's close to it. But it's just not as high. And I like that. Start filling in an incredible amount of rocks. I don't know how I always get myself into these situations, but let's be honest. I like the way the rocks look. I like rock buildings. I like rock walls. I mean, come on, how could you not like the look and feel of walking through something like this? It just feels so much like a castle. I love it. Really wish it made it easier, but you know what? We hack with what we got, and we build what we can. We can still do a lot of good stuff. Let's get cracking on these rocks. We'll have to go get a couple more logs to do a couple more of the ideas that I have, but this is really coming along. God, I love this build. This is such a great little addition. We've been working for a couple days in game now, trying to get these rocks, get some logs, lay out a couple plans. But you guys, this is really starting to shape up. Wow, look at that. Alright, let me take you through a little tour of what I've been working on. We got all the rocks laid out. I have not filled in any of the log stuff yet because I was focusing on rocks but laying out plans. We still got to go get some logs. So I was focusing on just building out all the rocks, laying out a couple plans. I decided to turn this area. I didn't know what to do with this middle piece here, so I put in a turtle shell, which I can get water from. I put in a couple pillars and managed to put in a little tiny roof, kind of like I did with what is going to be our little statue areas over on the other side of the building. I just thought it looked like a nice little garden addition, you know, a nice little overhang, a nice little area where we can just crawl up in here and work on our gardening and kind of walk through under the overhang. It seemed like a nice little homey touch, so I decided to put that in. We got the rock walls built all the way up. We have the staircase walled off. I put in a second staircase in the back because I do like the idea of utilizing this space for something, and I think I want to do like a big balcony, patio, something off of here, and just have like a nice little hangout spot back here. I think that'd be great. Now, another thing that we did was we put rock walls almost all the way up throughout the elevator, but in order to finish off, the very last layer I'm going to put on here, I did with the wooden walls, because I wanted to have the same kind of aesthetic as what the temple has over there. I also managed to put in one of those drop-down pieces, so you can see there, just so like the looks and the feels of everything, they all tie together. I mean, it's important to have a functional, cohesive-looking base. To me. Some people don't care. I do. I just want it to look nice. I want it to look proper. So if we go up here, I also managed to put in a custom foundation that is relatively the same height. I don't know if I'm gonna have to jump. It was so hard to get this the same height. I must have done this. I worked on this a little too long, but it was so hard to get that same height, and I'm really enjoying just how even I was able to make it. And I deliberately left it open on one side, so it's only 3 sides here, so we could still come into here and utilize this space for something. I don't know. We can figure that all out later. The important part was to have the platform to put the zip line on and take the zip line from here down to that island, which at some point we got to put that in. And I'm pretty sure there are sharks between me and there. So either we're going to have to get real brave about swimming, or I'm going to have to build a boat. Either way, that is a problem for a little later in this video. But you can see how I put in an archway. Got a nice little skull arch. Alright, we need more logs. So let's go lumberjacking. Wait. Shouldn't have said it like that. Shouldn't have said it like that. Okay. We have logs. Many logs. Hopefully, let's see, I need 87. We have, I think I did 8. Yeah, I did 8. So we need 87. With these being 12 apiece, that should give us just over enough to get exactly what we need. Now, the tricky part is because of the way this door opens. So if I open up this gate, you can't get through here. So I had to unload all of them on this side, and then I'm going to have to carry them over to this side. A bit of a tedious process because of my own fault for laying out this base the way that I did. But it's not like I had an overall plan right off the bat. This thing is evolving as we're going. Okay, let's start the tedious process of bringing all those logs over to here and finishing off all of this. I'm really excited. Let's go! And we have the gardens done. Now we have the little roof on here. We have the custom foundation built out over here. So we got our little platform now to put the actual zip line on. Man, I keep forgetting the name of the zip line. The zip line! Alright, and then another thing that we need to do, I could jump up here and put logs in, but I cannot reach the top of that just by jumping. So what we need to do is put a log holder onto here so we can take logs up and down. Alright, let's go get sticks. I think I have sticks out in the main area. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got sticks. Ooh, perfect. I need 51 sticks for all that? Damn. Perfect. Alright, now let's quick test that we can get up. No problem. Perfect. Alright, let's fill these two bad boys up with some logs. I happen to have some right here. There we go. And alright, those are done. Go to the top. Let's see. First of all, well, we can walk up. Perfect. So, oh man, seeing this place lit up at night. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I love this base. We're not even done. We have so much more to do in this base. Alright. Now, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to wait until I might try and go sleep because I don't want to try and swim to that island in the dark. Because even if it is a video game, dark ocean water, nope, not going to happen. Now, Bertimus, no siree. Oh, you know what we should also do? I think one thing that will be a really, really good touch for our little garden centerpiece here is to get one of these right there. Now that means we're going to have to go find some friends. Hopefully in the morning, when we go to take our trip to place the zip line down, we will go find some of our neighbors. And so I can't sleep. You know what? Let's go find some now. How the hell? Son of a bitch! Just die! Okay. You didn't seem bothered by any of that at all. You don't seem to be doing much of anything. You just stay still. Stay right there. Just be quiet. Shh. home invaders trying to get all up in my business. Damn. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You are not going anywhere. Come here. Gotcha. Thank you. Who's next? You? No! You shall not pass. Man, there's a lot of them that just tore off. See the leader go down and they don't want none. I really do love this sacrifice room when it's in full force. This is a cool looking place. Perfect. Couple home invaders. Some kids just playing on the beach. I mean, some cannibals just playing on the beach. Don't look into it. Mind your business. Let's do this zip line. Okay, let's do this zip line. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to make it work. So we start here, and I have to go. Oh, I did not think this through. Okay, I have to go out to that side. So we're going to have to go out through here. Down to the beach. No, don't lose too much health. Okay. And then... Oh, should we just swim it? Should we just swim it? I'm nervous. Okay, let's go. Let's get our head under the water and make sure that we're not going to get attacked by sharks. Okay, so far we're doing just fine. Everything... What is that? What is that? How far are we? How far are we? Oh God, we're gonna get bit. I don't want it. No, go away. Just leave me be. Leave me be. I don't want it. Just go onto this island. This is the worst. Alright, just don't think about it. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Everything's fine. There are totally no sharks around us at all that want to bite our butts. Nothing wants to bite our butts. We're totally fine. Oh, okay, we're almost there. That scared me. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. 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 Oh, we made it. What? And I can't even place it this far? All of that and I can't even... Okay. Okay. So, clearly what this means is that we're going to have to put some sort of junction because it won't let us go this far. So we've got to put something in the middle that will allow us to figure that... Oh! Look at you guys airdropping in. What a nice... damn, there's so many of you. Alright, we can put that book away. That's not going to work. Turtle Army, what am I going to do? We're surrounded. There's sharks everywhere. Mistakes were made. Did you guys just seriously put up effigies on the beach here? I watched you do it. I'm just trying to build a boat so I can build this thing. Bunch of wannabe artists out there putting up their stuff. Alright, I'm going to still put stuff on the top. Rotate you. Good. Alright, let's go get some sticks. They built one in the water. Look at that. There's a dead one down here who died from building it. Oh, wow. There's a bunch of you checking out the base right now, too. Alright, well, let's push this out. More. There we go. Oh, hey, Shark. Hey, Sharky friend. You want to be cool? Yeah. I know you're out here. I know you're around here. Maybe if I just dip my toes in the water. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. He's coming. He's coming. Let's get up, let's get up, let's get up. Okay. There he is. Get up. Get out of here. Did we just kill him? No way! Get wrecked, Shark! That's right! One hit kill! Got him! That's right! What up? I'm the master of these seas! Okay, now we need to build a platform. Now let's place this up here. And then we're going to hopefully that shark is dealt with for a while. 89 for that. Good gracious. Okay. We're gonna have to figure something out. So that'll be our stopping point, I guess. To go from there to the island. 89 logs. Okay, well, you know what? I don't have time for that right now. So let's get back to the shore. Alright everyone, unfortunately that is all the time I have for this episode. I don't have enough time to go and get all the logs I need to finish that platform down there, but hopefully in the near future that platform will be done and will be a waypoint that we can go down to get to there and then over into the island. Hopefully it works out like that. We're going to find out in the future, but again, I just don't have time to do that today. So that'll be coming in a future episode. If you guys have any suggestions on things you'd like to see me try out in future episodes, please leave those down in the comments. If you like this episode, be sure to hit that like button down below. If you made it this far in the episode, put shark bait in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.